Okay, students. Okay, next non-parametric test we'll see, that is Kruskal-Wallis test. Okay, Kruskal-Wallis test. Okay, this method mainly tests. Okay, this tests whether samples originate from the same population or distribution. Okay, and mainly it is used for comparing two or more independent samples of equal or different sample sizes. Okay, this we will call it as Kruskal-Wallis test. Okay, what is this Kruskal-Wallis test? Okay, this tests whether the samples originate from the same population or distribution. Clear? That means the samples we are getting either from the same population or not. For that, we have to test with the help of this Kruskal-Wallis test, and also this will be used for comparing two or more independent samples, that is of equal sizes or different sample sizes. We have to go for this Kruskal-Wallis test. Okay, see here also I will tell you one example. Okay, by that example you can clearly understand how we are going to be calculating with the help of this Kruskal-Wallis test. Okay, now we'll see one problem regarding this Kruskal-Wallis test. Here we are having three groups of salesmen. Okay, three groups of salesmen underwent training. Okay, these three groups of salesmen underwent the training, the methods of training, the methods of training used was different. See, for these three different groups, they have used three different methods of training. Okay, used was different for each group. Clear? See, when training was completed, when the training was completed, clear, the salesmen were given a test. Okay, the salesmen were given a test. Clear? See, the marks recorded by them. Okay, the marks record by them are shown below. Clear? So we will see how the marks we have given for these three groups. First is the training method A. For training method A, for this they have given the marks 75, 83, 68, 85, 90 and 61. Okay, next one is training method B, okay, that is 62, 70, 67, 82, 80, 87, and 64. Next one is training method C, 65, 71, 74, 63, and 89. Okay, see, these are the ranks that have, sorry, the marks they have recorded for these three different training methods. Clear? Here, use this Kruskal-Wallis test and find out whether there was a difference in the effectiveness of the three training methods. Clear? See, that means, is there any effectiveness in these three training methods? We have to find out using this Kruskal-Wallis test. Clear? Use this Kruskal-Wallis test and find out whether these, okay, there was any difference in the effectiveness of these three training methods or not. Clear? See, that we have to find it out. See, first of all, we have to set an hypothesis here. Okay, for this problem, we have to set one hypothesis. See, whenever you're writing the hypothesis, you have to write it like this. Clear? There was no difference. How the hypothesis we are setting? There was no difference in the effectiveness of three training methods. This is the hypothesis we are setting. There was no difference in the effectiveness of three training methods. Okay. See, first of all, we have to arrange the data in the increasing order. Okay, you have to arrange the data in increasing order. Clear? See, that means marks of these three methods, three training methods, we have to increase in an increasing order. Clear? See, we have to arrange like this: 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 67, 68, 70, 71, 74, 75, 80, 82, 83, 85, 87, 89, and 90. Okay, this is the data we have arranged in the increasing order. And here also we have to give the ranks. Clear? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Clear? See, we have given the ranks for these marks also for all these three training methods. Now we have to arrange in groups. Clear? See, these are the marks we have arranged. Clear? See, next, the group. See, we have to arrange the group. Clear? See, 61 indicates that is group A. That means training method A. Next, this 62 for B group. That is B training method. Next, this one is C. Okay, like this, we have to arrange it. B. Next, C, B. Next, A, B, C, C, A, B, B. Next, A, Okay, we have arranged that group also according to their ranks. Next, we have to arrange the ranks. Okay, we have to arrange the ranks. 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clear? See, the observations, okay, in the first sample are assigned the ranks. See how they are going to be assigned the ranks. First one is in case of the first training method, that is A. Clear? The first training method A. See here you have to write the observations in first sample. See, in first sample means first training method, that is A, are assigned the ranks. Okay, how they are going to be assigned the ranks, that is 1, 4, 5, 8, 12 and 18. Okay, here we have to calculate sigma Rx, that is equals to 48. Clear? See, this pertaining to only the training method A, the ranks. Clear? Clear? Suppose if you assume that for A, the rank is 18, next it is 12, next 8, 5, pertaining to A. See, you increasing order 1, 4, 5, 8, 12 and 18. Okay, see, they have calculated the sigma Rx for only the first training method, that is A. Clear? See, and next we have to see the observations in the second sample. Okay, that means pertaining to training method B. Clear? That is for the second sample in the same way how we have calculated R2 is equals to sigma Ry, that is, see, the 3, 6, 7, 11, 13, 15 and 17. Okay, for this we have to calculate the sigma Rx. See, sigma means what? It is a sum total, that is we got 72. Clear? See, in the same way for the third sample, for the third sample here, the ranks are 16, 14, 10, 9 and 2. Okay, for this the R3 is equals to sigma RZ. Total we got as 51. Clear? See, we have calculated the observations of these three samples according to their ranks. Clear? See, now here how much is N1 and how much is N2 and how much is N3, that is number of samples. N1 is equals to 6, okay, N2 is equals to 7 and N3 is equals to 5. Okay, total if you see the mean for this, that is total N1 plus N2 plus N3 is equals to, we got 18. Okay, you remember this. See, N1 is that means total training method A, they have included 6 members. In the training method B, they have included 7 members, and in case of training method 3, they have given only 5 members. Clear? If you are adding, you will get total 18 here. Okay, see, to test the hypothesis, here by using this Kruskal Valley test, okay, to test the hypothesis using this Kruskal Valley test, okay, that is given by the formula, that is H is equals to 12 by N into N plus 1 into sigma k I is equals to 1 Ri square divided by Ni okay minus 3 into n plus 1. Clear? So that means here 12 by 18 into 18 plus 1 into, see, this totally indicates that is R1 square by N1 plus R2 square by N2 plus R3 square by N3 minus 3 into 18 plus 1. Clear? Here you will get 12 by 18 into 19 into, that is 48 square by 6 plus we got 72 square by 7 plus 51 square by 5 minus 57. Clear? Finally, you will get the value as 0.7315. Okay, this is the calculated value. Clear? See, after calculating this, okay, you have to evaluate against the chi-square distribution. Okay, we have to calculate against this chi-square distribution with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. See how we are going to be calculate. That means we have to get the standard value, right? The critical value by this chi-square distribution with n minus 1 degrees of freedom. See, n minus 1 means here 18 minus 1, that is the 17. Clear? See here the chi-square at 5% loss is chi-square 3 minus 1 at 5%. Okay, that critical value is 5.991. Clear? See, you no need to calculate this critical value. If they ask, means they directly they will give the critical value for you. Okay, see, the critical value is here, the 5.991. Clear? See, whatever the calculated value, this is the calculated value, right? See, this calculated value is less or high than this critical value. See, this is a critical value. See, this critical value is more than the calculated value. So we are not rejecting the hypothesis and concluding that there was no difference in the effectiveness of the three methods of the training. Clear? See, in this way we have to conclude it. See, generally whatever the test you remember, if the critical value is high than the calculated value, so we are not rejecting the hypothesis. Clear? See, what is the hypothesis we have made here? There was no difference in the effectiveness of the three training methods. So here the critical value is more than the calculated value. See, final conclusion statement you have to made it like this. Okay, conclusion in that you have to write it. The critical value is more than the calculated value. So we are not rejecting the hypothesis and concluding that there was no difference in the effectiveness of three training methods. Okay, so this is about the Kruskal-Wallis test.